welcome back to another video. So this is my second video for this year and I decided I wanted to do a favorites of 2014. So I guess that'd be like the best of beauty 2014, whatever I feel like naming it. So yeah, I just felt like it was something I really wanted to do just because I love favorites videos and they're like one of my favorite videos to do. And I had so many products I wanted to feature, so I figured I would just do it in one video. Okay, so I'm gonna do it in order of how I get ready. I know a lot of people are doing it in order of like their makeup and stuff, but I did want to feature some hair things as well. So I usually do my hair first and then I'll go ahead and pin it out of my face and then I'll do my makeup and then fix up my hair. So to begin with, let's start with hair, I guess. So one of the first products I wanted to talk about was like during my deep conditioning routine. One of the favorite products I had this entire year, and it's been like constantly empty, like literally always empty, would be the olive oil hair mask, which I absolutely loved. Like I have extremely dry hair, so it just hydrated my hair immediately and it would last a couple of days. And then I would only do this like once a week. I wouldn't do it constantly just because I feel like it's kind of a heavy product. But yeah, it would last a few days and really saturate in my hair. And as long as I kept up with like my moisturizing and seal and whatnot, I had no problems in regards to dryness. That's if I kept up with it. And sometimes I slept, sometimes I'm exhausted and I'm like, I don't want to do anything. But if I kept up with it, it was an amazing product. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the Cantu Argan Oil. And I absolutely absolutely love would be like my thing for everything I'm gonna say today, but I really loved this product. It is adds a lot of moisture to my hair. Like I just said, I have extremely dry hair, so this just added the moisture that I was looking for. It wasn't as heavy as most leave-in conditioning creams and whatnot, so I liked how light and fluffy it was, especially for the summer. And I don't know, it's just sometimes I don't want that thick product, but I need the moisture. So this really was like a huge thing in my hair routine. Every time I washed my hair, after I would deep condition and wash that out, I would just throw this leave-in conditioner in, and then sometimes I would use that instead of a moisturizer and then seal if I really was lacking moisture. And then what I use to seal is just this Soft and Grow healthy argan and olive oil. And just because it literally is just argan and olive oil as far as I know, and like maybe a few extra oils, I'll put this in my weave as well, like when I'm done like washing and conditioning it, just to hydrate it. Before I used to use, what's it called? I can't remember on the top of my head. I have it in my beauty basket, but it's blue and it's an argan oil, but I would use that for my weave before. But it's like $20 for something like as small as maybe that. So I didn't refill it the last time I went. I was like, whatever, I have so many oils for my natural hair, why can't I use some of these for my weave? So anywho, that's just what I ended up using. So let's move on into the face. That would be my next step in my everyday makeup routine. And sorry, it's getting hot in here, like anyways, okay, so washing and cleansing my face I thought was a really important thing that a lot of people left out in their best of beauty videos. I think that's like a huge step because you're actually taking care of your skin. You're not just covering it up and playing with colors and whatnot. So it's a huge part. So in the beginning of the year I love Neutrogena products, and there's something that I've been using for years. I did like go and try different other beauty products that just didn't really work for me, so I just ended up going back to Neutrogena. I think it was like 2013 or something, and I had a bunch of different things in my routine. So first being a daily scrub, which is completely empty now, and it is the Long Lasting Shine Control Daily Scrub. I have very oily skin. I have combination skin, so it'll be dry I have dry skin, but at some point in the day, I don't know when, it just secretes oil. Like I just have so much excess oil and it is so annoying. So this was a scrub that really helps with my skin and really helps just what I would probably do if I ever went back to this product again, which I probably will at some point in life, use like the Clarisonic, because these beads are amazing. They're so minuscule, but you can still feel them. You can feel the consistency that it's working on your face. But I felt like it just needed an extra little bit of intensity, so I'd probably mix it with like a Clarisonic brush and really get into where I had issues. But even with just my hands and using the same like 20 seconds here, 10 seconds here, etc, etc, it really helped. Like this is an amazing product. So if you're going for more of like drugstore and expensive, this was a huge, like, I used this like crazy in 2014, and this was like my, I don't know, 5th empty, and I would do that day and night. I don't know, I know a lot of people recommend using scrubs like once a week or twice a week or once a day. I have oily skin, like really oily prone skin. Like I can do my makeup, by the time I'm done it's already secreting oil. So secreting is such a gross word. Why do I keep using that? Anywho, so yeah, that was just a huge go-to. And then you need to like make sure the scrub is off your face and is cleansed. So I would use the oil-free acne wash in Pink Grapefruit facial cleanser, and this was a Neutrogena product as well. And this was like, is empty as well. This is like my, I don't even know, 3rd, 4th of the year. I just use a lot of it. I mean, they're not even that expensive. They're maybe like $7 or something. But I guess when you're gonna go buy the whole line at once, it just gets kind of pricey. But huge favorites. Just needed those for sure. And I also used a Neutrogena moisturizer. I don't know where it is, but that's also part of my regimen. And then near the end of the year, I have a friend in the Toronto area. I'll leave her info below. She's the one who does my brows, and she is absolutely amazing, and she has a whole beauty line as well, like makeup line, as well as cleansers and toners and scrubs and the whole work. She really takes care of skin, and it's usually all, actually no, it's all organic products or all like natural products. Really an emphasis on the naturalism of the products, just because you don't really want to be putting so much chemicals on your face. You really don't need it. So I got her line of stuff, and it's Oxygen Botanicals, and that's what I was using at the end of the year. And me and my aunt were both actually using it, and within days you see results. Like it's a huge, like I'm so happy I bought them. They are quite pricey, but like I said, they're worth it, and they do last quite some time. So you're not using as much as you would, say, the Neutrogena products, so you're not refilling it as often. So I have a cleanser, a gel toner, a face cream, and a scrub. So the scrub is like one of those a little goes a long way type of things. Literally a little goes a long way. I did not have to use that much at all, and it lasted so long. I had little sample sizes, so maybe of like a little sample, little bit, last me like 2 weeks, and it was really, it wasn't even filled. It was just a little like scrape in the inside, just so I could test out the product, see what I liked. So huge, like goes a long way. This will last quite some time. Same with the face cream. This is the last thing to run out of everything, and you barely, like a little goes a long way. And I have, like I said, oily to dry and oily skin combination, so I didn't need to use that much either. And the gel tone and the cleanser were the first to run out, but like I said, you like the products, all of them, a little goes a long way. So these were absolutely amazing. So those are what I started using to cleanse my skin, and really seeing huge results. So I'll actually do like a before and after video for you guys in like maybe a month's time, and show you the difference when you're using it, and you can kind of make the judgment from there. Okay, moving on, because this video is getting quite long. Now, my face. So priming my face, I usually, like, I use this product only, and honestly, I really loved it, so I didn't feel the need to go venture out to find another, and it was just a sample in Sephora. how they get you. So this was Too Faced Prime and Poreless, and it's such a small little tube, but there's still quite some left, so I didn't use a lot. I would just kind of put a little on my fingers and rub, a little on my finger, rub, and just kind of, that's how I put it on. I wouldn't put a whole massive amount and just put it on like moisturizer. That's how I do it. And makes a huge difference. It's like a layer of protection for your skin. And if you're like me, acne prone, scar prone, everything prone face, you really want to take care of your skin before you're putting on your makeup and when you're taking it off, just those types of things, because you really don't want to you don't want to mess it up. At the end of the day, your skin's most important, right? The next, when I do my face, I do my eyebrows. So getting into the brows, now, like I said, I go to my friend Linda and she does my brows, so tinting and waxing, and that lasts about 4 weeks, and I just literally got them done. So I don't have to do anything to my brows except get a spoolie brush and brush them out. That's it. Now when it's starting to fade over like the 3 to 4 week process, 4 to 5 week time frame, sorry, what I do is use a brow gel, which she gave me, like this. And I would just simply take it, open it, and just start to apply it in the areas just that are starting to fade. And then also I would use my Anastasia Beverly Hills thing, but I don't know what happened to it. I just cannot find it. I just lost it. But that was a really nice lip pomade, and I would just lightly put in various areas. I don't have brows that really need filling like crazy or anything like that, so I don't need to go putting a lot of product. So these things will last so long for me. That's why I really liked them. So those were favorites of 2014. This was literally near the end, like December, but still loved it. And when I do my brows, I also use a concealer at the bottom to highlight before I start doing my makeup and whatnot. And my all-time favorite concealer of 2014 was from Morphe brushes, and now that I know how to say Morphe, it's not Morph. It's the 10 concealer palette, and it's this color over here. So that's what I put under my brows, and I love this palette. Like, not only under my brows, like I use that same color also to highlight here and under my eyes, and I really blend it. And maybe I would say it's maybe close to NW 42 to 46 or 45 in matte colors, and I don't know what it is about it, because I tried to use other stuff that was just too cakey. This one, it just glides on your skin so nice and seamlessly. So this was a huge favorite of mine, and that's what I used to highlight and also under my brows. And moving on in my face would be, my next step would be foundation. So with the foundations, I have two that I loved. And before I was using NARS, but I think my skin is just acting really weird. It acts up over the years, does whatever it feels like it. We're not on the same page, clearly. But I got a little bit darker. So I ended up starting to use the MAC Studio Fix Fluid when a lot of you guys were like, no, it's still good, because I had run away from it in high school. But mind you, I had very different skin then. I had a lot of acne and a lot of issues that I've been able to handle and take care of over the time. So I ended up getting MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NW50, and this is wonderful. I should never have left. The only issue I have with it is that it doesn't have a pump, and I probably can buy one off eBay. It's so annoying, but like I have to go like this and make sure the product is at the tip, and I'll put my brush, and yeah. So I love this. I can't believe I left it. I'll just throw some Fix Plus, just spray some on my brush and then put the product on, and I'm good to go, and it blends beautifully and seamlessly into my skin. This is another favorite too, not a foundation, just some liquid. I also spray this on my beauty blender, let it dry just a tad bit, and then start to blend that when it's not so wet but more like slightly damp. It sets it beautifully. I used to use water. There's nothing against water. I just love how it blends all of my makeup together. So my contour color will blend really well with my highlight and my foundation. I don't know what's in it, what the magic is, but it really makes a difference. And then another foundation that actually one of my subscribers sent me, which I'm so grateful for. She was amazing. And it's the Revlon Color Stay Makeup Combination Oily Skin. She knows. And it's in Mocha. So sad to hear about the Revlon stuff. I don't know if it's real, factual, whatnot. I just saw the post on Instagram, but I figured I really loved the product, so I'll feature it in here. But I don't know. When there's people with weird mindsets like that in life, it's really hard to want to support them and their products when there's so many countless other things that you can buy. So you really should just watch what you say when you're in such high places in a company. But anyways, put that aside, this was a really good makeup product. So it was a drugstore foundation, and I have a lot of problems with finding drugstore foundations in Canada that work with my skin tone because they just stop after like caramel or something like that. I guess it's just because they don't find a lot of people to cater to here, but when I'm in Buffalo, they have like the remaining range of colors, which goes from my color to darker to even darker. So it's really crazy the difference. So I was so grateful for her to send that to me. And I've been using that like near the end of the year, so that was a huge favorite that I loved. I already mentioned highlighting, what I would use to highlight, and not highlight, sorry, to highlight my certain areas. And then my contour, like you guys saw in my previous videos, my favorite was the Bobbi Brown, and this is in Espresso, and it's just a concealer stick, foundation stick. And simply like that, it's just for really light highlight, really light contour for my skin tone. Nothing harsh or crazy. If I wanted more of a deep, really like noticeable, real noticeable contour, not like a seamless contour, I would use literally Ebony the eyeshadow from MAC, and I would just kind of brush that over it kind of and just blend it as well as possible, and I just add a little bit more depth to it so my cheek is more like than like that. So yeah. The next thing I would do would be my blush and my highlight, and I loved the Sonia Kashuk. This is the Chic Luminosity Bronzer in Goddess. This is just such a pretty, I'll show you guys, it's so gorgeous, like it's so pretty, and it just adds the beautifulest touch of highlight on my skin color. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. I've been raving about it for so long. I've run out of words. But it's been such a pretty product, so definitely this was a huge favorite of 2014, and I'll continue to keep using it. And you guys let me know what else, other highlighters you guys like. I do like the MAC Gold Deposit. Yeah, it's Gold Deposit. I had that for years. That one's a beautiful one as well, but I like just trying different stuff. Favorite blush would have to be Desert Rose. Not much has changed. I've been using this forever in all my makeup tutorials and everything. This is like just my go-to blush, and it's just gorgeous. Like it's just a really pretty pink, pretty much. And then when I was at IMAX this year, I did come across a blush palette that I really loved. And actually I came across two, but I was only able to purchase the one because they ran out. And this is the 10 blush palette, and I really usually gravitate towards the bottom ones here because they're the really prettiest. Some of them, like this would probably be a really pretty highlighter, maybe. I'll let y'all know, but I really gravitate towards the bottom ones. Those are my favorite. My two favorite palettes of 2014. I am a palette junkie. I love palettes. I just feel like for someone to beautifully select a variation of wonderful, strong, pigmented colors that work, it just is so convenient, and it's so much cheaper than buying a whole bunch of eyeshadows. So for me, I love palettes, and I'd have to say my Naked 3 palette This is a huge favorite. If you guys saw in the beginning of the year, like I would just play around with this so much. Even if it comes to just using one color to satisfy an eye look, I'll always gravitate towards this. There's always this color somewhat featured, this palette is somewhat featured at some point in my eye look. So I love, 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 love this palette. Like this was a huge. The next one, which I discovered at IMAX Toronto in November, would be this Morphe, sorry I don't want to reflect everything, this Morphe brush palette, and this one is the 35W. And I had wanted, I don't even remember what I had wanted, because now I got this, I was like, what did I want again? This is beautiful. It has so many of like the purples and the neutrals that I just love to rock. So you guys know how much I love purples. I love like this is just a perfect palette. It has so many things I like, and there's such high pigmentation, so I've just been gravitating towards this and the Naked 3 the last few months. And literally like my makeup look today, that is just what they are. It's just the two palettes pretty much, and then I have like a maybe one MAC to in my crease. And then eyeliner, to be quite honest, in 2014 I did not have a favorite eyeliner. I purchased the Kat Von D one, I think it was January, to be quite honest, or maybe it was December 31st, so it really doesn't count as a favorite of 2014. But I just did not find a eyeliner that I loved. It was just not happening. I don't know what it was just not happening. Yeah, moving on, mascaras. I had these samples from Sephora. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex and the Dior mascara, Dior Show Iconic Over Curl, and these have been my fave. And I love a brush, I think I can see, I love a brush that just curves like that, just because it makes it so much easier for application. So that was a lovely, lovely product, as well as this one. And this one kind of has a weird curvature to it, which works as well. It kind of like goes like that. So this makes it so much easier when you're applying makeup, like just seamless, easy, beautiful. And then I wanted to do lipsticks in this video, but I felt like it would just be too long, so I'll do that separately, like favorite lips of 2014 or something like that. But my favorite lip liner, which has been my favorite lip liner for years and it's never gonna change, is the Vino liner by MAC. It's just so beautiful and it just looks so good on so many different colors. You could be rocking a purple, a pink, maybe even a light brown, and you throw it on and you blend it and it looks gorgeous. So this is like a huge fave of mine. I totally forgot in the eyes. One of my favorite lashes that I had this year was the Velour lash. Oh, I really stuck them really weird back in here. Sorry if you guys can't see. But anyways, this is Lash and City, and these are so gorgeous. They're so dramatic. You can really feel them when you're wearing them, but like you just feel that much more glamorous. Like it's just a huge favorite, huge favorite. But and I love that at IMAX they were 20 bucks. I didn't know that they're more than that, so I just thought it was standard $20. But I guess not. I think they're like 40 bucks online. So when I want to buy more, I should have bought a whole stack of them now that I think about it. Last but not least, I'll just share some brushes with you quickly before my camera dies. And those are the ones I got at IMAX Toronto, and these are what they look like. And they're just so gorgeous. This one is like, this is a Morphe brush. It's like a taper. They're actually all Morphe brushes. I love Morphe brushes. Like it's just brushes, makeup. They're just so on point. For affordable makeup, it's just you can't go wrong with that. So this is just like a blending tapered brush, more like a crease, and it's just so soft. It's lovely. And I'm in love with this one as well. That one was the MB25, and this one is S21, and just I love how soft it is at the top as well, and that's what it looks like. And this one's more for precision. It's M326. And I use it in my crease just to pack on the color that I want more accurately. People could use it for various different other things. I don't know what, but that's what I use it for. And this one is really pretty. It's really nice as well. So that pretty much wraps up my favorites video for 2014. I did not feature that many products. It was just a year of using the same stuff. So this year I'm going to be a lot more adventurous, a lot more reviews to come, a lot more trials, and I'll keep y'all posted as I go on this little journey of adventure. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!